Hello, welcome to a Little Cup SDA Week 1. Uh, we're taking on aprater here. This is a post-com because my dumbass forgot to to turn the mic on when I was recording this. So the only like part of this video that I actually recorded with my mic on is like the last like 5%. So we're just kind of just gonna post-com the full thing because there's no point really. But yeah, so we're taking on aprater. I'm not really gonna go too in depth in the teams for this league because it's Little Cup. It's just fun shenanigans. I got Terra Teddi Earth, so I went Terra Normal. This is Terra Preview, so I did tell aprater I was Terra Normal. Aprater ended up being Terra Strudel. His team is actually really disgusting, by the way, but you'll see what I mean. Yeah, so we're gonna search for a little bit. I'm just gonna jab about the team. Larvesta is like a goat. Like I'm being like defensive Larvesta. My game plan going into this was to lead Covert Cloak Rickety because I expected me and Fu lead because me and Fu has fake out, so I wanted to Brave Bird that thing. I'm bringing Spec Sandile, Dragon Dance Bagon, and Scarf Manti. That's the kind of a little overview of the team. But he has like terrain with like double unburdened users plus like Zora and like Marini. His team is kind of nutty. So yeah, I'm really was really not looking forward to this matchup because this matchup did not look great in my favor. I'm not gonna really talk too much about the matchup here, but yeah. So we find him here. We find aprater. You know, he brings the Grookey, the Drifloon, the Mienfoo, the Marini, the Strudel, and the Zora. Basically, nearly every single threat. Also, another thing about this league, your top tier Pokemon can't hold an Eviolite in your Terra Captain can't either. So like for instance, I think in this game, his Strudel and his Mienfoo can't hold an Eviolite. There might be another one that can't have Eviolite, but I don't remember. Going into this, I was terrified of Strudel. And I was mentioning how I hate facing Zora because I actually remember a bit of what I was saying when I was going into this. So I'm leading Rookity. It was my dedicated lead if I saw Mienfoo. I don't really have to think about it. I also do realize that like I didn't bring a grounded poison, so Marini could have T-Spites, but I did bring Defog on Rookity, so like T-Spites aren't gonna like be guaranteed to stay up the whole game, you know. But still have fun at aprater, man. It's been a long time since I faced him in any league, so it's always fun. I definitely need to change my my profile thing for SDA. I like to change my my photo for like leads I'm in, but he leads to Marini, and I'm like, alright. I mean, I'm gonna set up T-Spites in front of my defogger maybe, but I could just U-turn here. I'm thinking about going hard Bagon here. I might go hard Bagon, but like I figure U-turn is pretty safe as well. So that way I could start applying some pressure, and since I'm pretty sure they're gonna T-Spites, I don't want Bagon to get poisoned. I mean, and I don't think Marina gets hazed. Little Cup is like a weird format, and I haven't played Little Cup at all this gen really, so I have little experience in it, so I'm kind of just learning on the fly here. I do click Dragon Dance here. I think this might be a bit of a misplay on my end, because I think it was a bit too early. And I know aprater, like in his building style, he loves those mirror herbs, so I should have probably expected this because as you're gonna see here, he goes into Strudel, and I'm like, oh shit, is this mirror herb? This might be mirror herb, right? Like if this is mirror herb, I might be cooked. And I'm like, the game might be over right now. And he is mirror herb, so I'm like, okay. You know, I think with Eviolite though, I could live one hit, so I think I'm okay. I think I calculate here, and I'm like, okay, I could live one hit from this guy. And I know Scent Headbutt does like kill this thing over and over, but like so does Dragon Claw, and since he's Terra Grass, I'm like, okay. If he Terra Grasses, then I think Dragon Claw is always the best play here. We see the Encore, and I'm like, I didn't even know Shuro got Encore. This is like, I had no idea this thing got Encore. I'm just forced to Dragon Dance in. I'm like, ah, shit, man. And now I'm scared of like an SD. Like if you SD, I kind of just lose. And I really don't know what to do here. I'm pondering it. I'm like, am I just about to get sit over by this shit? Like, I'm like, well, I'm gonna, I'm like, at this point, I really have no clue what to do. Like, Little Cup is such a strange format, man. I have no idea what I'm gonna do to this thing here. So I'm talking a bit, and I determined that like going for the Intimidate is the best situation here for me. So I go into Sandile and get the Intimidate off, because that way it would be a +2 at least. And then my Sandile poison does suck though, but it is what it is, you know. So we see the Dark Pulse pop off, and I'm like, okay, there's special Strudel. I didn't even know Strudel got Dark Pulse. I promise you this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, Strudel being special. I'm like, oh, I thought physical was way more threatening to me. I thought it was way scarier. So I'm looking for my switch in here. I'm like, I'm like, at this point, I think I might have to sack my boy Sandile here, even though I don't want to. Because I'm just really, like, I'm flustered at this point. I don't know what I'm going to, like, switch in here. Like, everything kind of dies and it's beating me faster than everything, right? Skater Smack. Okay, I didn't know you got that either. I'm learning a lot of things about Strudel today. So I think here I go into Teddi, so because I think they own Teddi, I'm pretty sure. Because I think I live a hit. And I don't even gotta protect to get my Toxic Orb off because of the T-Spikes on the ground. So that might be helpful. And I'm just calcing here. Because I live in that damage calc, bro. I live in there. That's like my second home. So we're just gonna go into Teddi Ursa. It's my Terra Captain. I'm gonna get the poison. I'm gonna get the quick feet. And I'm gonna just let Terra normal facade, and I don't really think you could afford to switch into Drifloon here either. So I feel like this is a fairly safe play. I think it's very safe. So yeah, we're just gonna Terra. I'm gonna see a Dark Pulse. Thankfully, they do not flinch me, and I'm just gonna facade them. Like, okay, Strudel gone. Let's go. And then I just find out it's actually Zora, and I'm like, oh, everything makes a lot more sense now. That bro cooked me though. I'm like, okay, well, I was really hoping to get Strudel out of there, but now I don't have Intimidate. Strudel is still in the back, and it's kind of really spooky. So they go into their Grookey here. It's very silly in terrain with abusers. Okay, so he goes on Grookey. I'm like, okay. So I do a lot of pondering here. I do tons of pondering because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this thing cannot touch Rookity. Like, Rookity should be able to wall this thing pretty well, right? Like, the worst it could do is maybe knock me off, I think. So I don't expect them to Grassy Glide, and they Grassy Glide. That play made, I made a prediction, and I did not think they would go for the safe play, but I guess they are up, so, like, in their head, they don't really need to make a prediction. So I'm going to go Rookity here. I think this gives me a chance to get rid of hazards and terrain. So we're just gonna default, get rid of that shit. Like, we don't want terrain up, we don't want T-Spikes on our side, because T-Spikes are gonna do way too much to our squad. And he knocks off. I'm like, okay, if I Brave Birded, you might have died. I don't know if this thing could be Evilite. I think it might be able to be Evilite, but So we get rid of the terrain, get rid of the T-spikes. I'm like, okay, that's really good. So now we U-turn because I'm like, let's try and get some momentum going here. So we see them go into Meridian here. And I'm like, okay, well I could go into Bagon here again, I think. And I could just Dragon Dance. So I feel like none of my other guys really threaten Marini that well, except for Bagon. So I need to just try and exert some pressure here and get something going. So I'm gonna click Dragon Dance. I am gonna click Dragon Dance. Maybe I should have went for some damage, but like I think this guy could actually sweep if I did a Dragon Dance off and shit. But like, okay. So they stay in. I actually forget what they click here. Oh, they click Mudshot. Mudshot was a really interesting bring. I just go for damage here. And I don't think they're switch out because if I Dragon Dance I am faster than everything. So I do not expect them to switch out, and I'm like, I could just like stay in, you know, and just click Dragon Dance again and be really pressuring some offense, but they decided to switch out, and so I'm like, okay, I'm just getting all these reads right. I clearly do not know Little Cup at all. So that we design headbutt. They actually live it, and I don't want to take a grassy glide, man. I really don't. So I'm gonna go straight into Rickety. It's my check to this thing. And another reason I do think I would want to say is I'm keeping Larvesta in the back because Larvesta is one of the only things that could take a hit from Strudel at +2. Since it's not like a type that beats me. So I'm just trying to preserve that until Strudel comes out. We see the SD and I'm like, okay, that really surprised me. I did not think you would just raw SD there. Really, he's making some weird plays in my head. But like, it's working out for him. He's playing super aggressive. I think that's what Lil Cup is all about, really, is playing aggressive. And I just don't know this format like as well as like the normal formats I'm playing in. So I'm just really like confused on what's happening. So we're gonna U-turn. They're gonna get some switch initiative. So I ponder what to bring in here. I really don't know what to bring in here. Like, and I think I go Larvesta, and I know that's gonna bait in the Drifloon probably. But like, I gotta just like, I think Larvesta because Mankey wouldn't do well against Drifloon. Bagon is kind of my win con, and I don't think I think Bagon lets them set up with a Strudel maybe too, and I don't want that. So my objective here is to keep Strudel out, which is why I went into this guy. I went into Larvesta because I wanted to keep Strudel off the field. Like, I did not want Strudel coming in here. And then we see Drifloon come in, and like, at this point I actually think I do just lose on the spot to this thing. I don't actually know if this thing gets Air Slash at level 5 or whatever, but I'm assuming it does, so I'm calcing this and I'm dying to an Air Slash, right? So I'm gonna try and like, I think at this point I'm thinking, okay, I think I have to stay in, because if you Calm Mind and I switch out to anything, I lose on the spot, right? And so, and I have to Flare Blitz because it's like my only good move here, which kind of sucks. So I'm losing my answer to a lot of other things if this thing goes down. But yeah, we're gonna Flare Blitz here, and they actually Calm Mind. And at this point, I don't know. Like, if they have Air Slash, they win. Grassy Terrain Recovery might help a little bit here for me, but Little Cup is a strange format, so I don't know. So we get 1 HP back. We're at 21 now. Like, I calculate, I know air slash kills me. I think Bagon might be a little bit hit, but like then Strudel becomes too much of a problem. So I think I'll lose at this point. And they actually have air cutter instead of air slash. I didn't think, so I'm just like, okay, so it probably doesn't get air slash at level 5. And I live at 3 HP and managed to take this thing out. I'm like, okay, oh my god. We are in business. And I think we have a shot here now. Now I just need the grassy terrain to go away here. And it does. It goes away. So if Strudel is grassy seed, that cannot be activated. So now I'm thinking, I think my Scarfer is probably my best play, because I could CC most stuff, and then if Marini comes in, I do have Earthquake for it at least. And I think keeping Bagon as my win con in the back is nice. I don't want it to get faked out, so. So at this point, I'm like, okay, so that's clearly a me info, right? Like, and I expect to fake out here. I expect to fake out, and like, I'm doing the calc for like the normal me info set and like a defensive one, and my CC like barely misses out and KO in it, which is why I'm gonna click U-turn here. I'm gonna click U-turn, get a little bit of chip on you, and then and he probably, yeah, he doesn't. Does he know I'm Scarf? He might know I'm Scarf yet, but the way I'm playing it, but. I'm gonna stack the Rookity here. If he's like no attack investment, then I could actually live this. Funny enough, if he's like max attack, I always just die to that shit. He crits me. I don't think that crit mattered at all. I would find it really hard to believe a Trailblaze doesn't do more. So now, I'm like, okay. Mienfu is really threatening here, but Métis speed ties it because I'm Scarf. So if I win that speed tie, I could still win this game. Because I don't think Bagon's living a hit. It might be able to live a hit, but I need Bagon for like the other team members. Because if Bagon goes down, I don't think I could beat Marini with this thing alone. Because Earthquake does a lot, but it doesn't do enough. So I'm just going to click CC. And we're going to go for the speed tie and hopefully win here. We're going to hopefully Métis could do its thing here. Métis such a goofy boy. Yeah, so this thing's pretty, I'm just holding my breath this entire time because I'm like I think I got this game in the bag if this thing hits. Like, I need this thing to hit really badly, or I need to win the speed tie. Excuse me. Close combat ain't missing. I don't think that move can miss. I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe so we close combat, and we do kill this thing. That's a massive threat to my team. Like, that's priority. Like, and I think I actually was told that I was shown as like we show each other our teams, and like he actually wasn't running priority, which was wild to me. I thought you always run fake out on me and Fu, but hey, I don't know this format, so I'm learning as I go, bros. I'm learning as I go. So now he goes Bob Ross. I'm actually really confused by this play because I think I'm Scarf into CC, so you should have probably win to Marini, but I think at this point he's like kind of throwing in the towel and being like, yeah, I can't win, I don't think. So I think that's kind of why this thing comes in here. But I actually think he still had a chance to like maybe do some with Marini and pull some doubles and still bring it back. But since I haven't seen like any item here, I'm just gonna CC. I'm like, oh, if you're Sash, that's pretty bad. I'm like, if Sash probably loses me the game here. But they are not Sash, so I just kill this thing. Hopefully you guys can't hear a dog in the background barking, but hopefully you guys can't hear that. So they just have Marini left at this point. And I think literally at this point, this is where my this is where I actually realized my mic was muted the whole time when I was recording this, which is funny. So they go into this thing, I'm like, I'm locked into CC. I can't really touch this thing right now. And if they teach bites, then like I don't know if they could win, but like I'm not having big on get poisoned at least. And I think with the combination of like Zen Headbutt into Earthquake, I should be able to kill this thing. 2 Zen Headbutts probably do it too from big on, but if they somehow manage to like they gotta like do some weird shenanigans to maybe win, or they gotta be like a weird set. Like I think there was like a couple Marini sets that maybe I was thinking about that could have won this endgame, but it would have been. But if you're teeth bites, I don't think you were the set I was thinking of. So we decide. I think the raw Zen Headbutt is just because I don't want to risk misses or anything like that, and I think just getting the damage I need for Earthquake to kill is just what I was going for here. Since I live another surf. Like if I Dragon Dance and then go for Zen Headbutt and I miss there, and they like crit surf, it could have been pretty bad. Is why. So I just wanted to just keep Zen Headbutting. And yeah, that's gonna be the World Cup week one. Sorry I wasn't live com. The rest of the games I recorded for this league will be live com. They will be live commed, but this one I just forgot. I just forgot my mic was muted in OBS, and I was like, well, fuck. That was unfortunate, but you know, it just feel like that sometimes. It just feel like that. So, but yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna win 2-0 week one. The April's team is horrifying, and I hope to not see you in playoffs if I make it there. And I hope we do not rematch, because this matchup, I don't like this matchup at all. Your team is horrifying, and I do not want to mess with it. But good luck to you in future weeks. And I also don't know what my upload schedule is going to be for this league, because this league is actually the low cup version is actually upload optional. I'm just uploading because I want to. But yeah, so my upload in this league are just gonna be like whenever the fuck I want, because I don't have to follow an upload required schedule. I am in the regular SDA upload league though, so you guys could look out for that as well in this coming week or so. But that one will be more consistent. But this one, this low cup version of the league is just gonna be like whenever the fuck I feel like uploading, or whenever I got time to like make a thumbnail and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this league. But yeah, I don't even know who I'm facing week 2. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, and I'll catch y'all for week 2 for the low cup division 2. Yo. Welcome to week 2 of the World Cup SDA. I actually remembered to unmute my mic this time. So, but yeah, they have Steel Gibble. I'm just Teddi. We're facing Lucinderace. I've never actually faced them in like any of my other leagues. I was in WBO with them, but I think they like had some stuff going on, so they had to drop. But this should be fun. We're searching for it. What? The fuck? Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. Okay, there we go. We found them. I don't know what happened there. Bisharp does come. They brought both of their spinners. I do want to leave limit. So the thing is, Pawnyard. I'm not used to saying the World Cup names of these Pokemon, but Pawnyard is a really big issue if that comes, or if that leads. And I really hope it doesn't, because then I gotta go hard Sandile, I think. Or it's hard Mankey better. Either or, I think, works. Because I think I am able to threaten with both of those mons, really. Mankey's a little bit better in this matchup, I think. But good luck, have fun to Lucinderace. Toadstool. I like the idea of... I don't even know what this thing does. Does my limit outspeed you? It might not though. But I think I still enjoy like the idea of clicking stealth around here. Where's power? Okay. Oh shit! Oh shit, bro! No! Okay, I'm playing while it's in the charger now because my fucking controller's almost dead. That's not great, to BH. I wish I raw mementoed almost. I almost did. This thing gets knockoff and shit though, right? Like I don't want to risk knockoff on any of my guys. So I think I just gotta sack. If you spin, I just... Do I get T-spikes up from that? I forget how that works. That's lame. I figure how that interaction works, and that's a very interesting... that's bad. Okay, it's +1 now. Can I go Teddi Ursa? I can. Mankey doesn't kill this guy. Sandal is basically asking to be sacked here. I feel like I'm forced into Teddi Ursa here. That was a really bad sequence of turns on my end, and it's on me. I played that really terribly. We're just gonna protect, get the poison off. If you switch out here, you're actually kind of crazy. Yeah, I didn't want to risk you knocking off my toxic orb. Spore. Okay. They don't have a ghost type or anything, right? I think Facade's pretty free. Ugh. I wanted the SD so bad too. I did. I really did. Stantler. I really don't know what this thing does, man. Yeah, Oranberry is very good here. I don't really switch into this thing at all, though. Like, I don't have a steel type. Or, like, I guess I could go big on, but I don't know. We're gonna SD. Oh, I should have tarried there. That was a mistake on my end, I think. Oh, Calm Mind. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for me if I don't say so myself. This thing should die now, right? Yeah. So their Intimidate guy is gone, which is great. Pineco. Level 5. You do have sturdy. think I'm gonna Terra in case of some shenanigans here. Because I feel like an explosion could come off. I don't know if Pineco actually gets explosion anymore. I assume it does. So I keep an... Oh, yeah. Get memed on, buddy. Oh, that's really good for me. Holy shit. He could probably go into Pawn Yard now, which kind of sucks. And Sucker Punch me. And I don't think I could really stop that to BH. But I will Earthquake because I cannot let this thing get an SD off. It really depends on like their investment. I'm at 14 HP. I'd probably die, right? So I'm just not poisoned. Let's see. It's a roll in their favor. It's a really good roll in their favor. Are they gonna SD? Foul play. Okay. This thing did what I needed it to do, though. I could U-turn here and be in a pretty decent spot, I think. Sandile was also free there, I think, but Sandile might have been a little bit better, but I think U-turn is free here. Does he know I'm scarfing that information? He might not know I'm scarf. But the way I'm playing it, he might know. Sandile versus Toadstool. I think I go Sandile, and I'm gonna try and bait out the Toadstool. To click Spore. I'm surprised they didn't Sucker Punch there. Maybe they didn't have it? Yeah, like looking at their team, I think Squirtle is my least valuable guy. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a Smash off. Oh, that's pretty bad actually. I'm at 7 HP, bro. That's not good. I thought for sure. Then Baydon probably has to be the guy that comes into next. Damn, no, that crit doesn't matter. I'm trolling. Maybe Matey should have came in there, but I don't have anything that OKOs this thing. Is the problem. I'm hoping to burn this thing at least. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I go Minky every time here. So I don't think you could Spore again, right? Yeah. No way. Totodile. I'm not letting you set up for free here. CC kinda cleans up, I think, too. I've got a CC, I think. we see Dragonants here? We do. We do. This might be a speed tie then. That +1. Mankey is always faster though. Mankey's always faster here. I don't know what Dibble does here. Gibble. Close combat should do enough though, I think. And then take the rusting damage, but I think if I get half like enough damage on this thing, it's fine. If you're scale shot, then I think it's okay still. Because my Sandile is also choice scarfed, so it shouldn't naturally matter. And the Toad School doesn't have enough to live 2 Earthquakes, so that should be game. I don't think they could do anything here. I think that should be game. Oh man. Double Scarf baby came in clutch. There's no way this lives a +1 EQ, right? Come on, Sandile, you're strong, right? Yeah, okay. I was actually a little worried there for a second, guys. Not gonna lie. Little Cup is fun, though. GG's to Lucinderace, man. That was a fun one. Now we're going 2-0 in this league, and yeah, that was a fun one. It was really fun. I'm glad I got the explosion Terra Ghost Read. That was really fun. But GG's, and I'll see y'all for week 3. Bye bye. Hello, welcome to the week 3 match of SDA Little Cup. We're facing Aaron. There's no live count for this game particularly because I actually was pretty sick when I was battling him, and the live count was not great. I think I had to mute a lot of stuff, so I was like, I'll just post count for this one. But yeah, I'm Terra Dark Teddi Ursa. I remember that, and I believe he was Terra Flying Trico. You're gonna see us search for a little bit here. I'm terrible at post-com, so bear with me here, guys. Even though I had to do it for week 1, I gotta do it again now. And we see the Diglett, the Yanma, the Esper, the Dedenne, the what's that? It's not a low one. It's Hisuian Arcanine, right? Hisuian Arcanine. In particular, in this team, I was like, Yanma and Dedenne are criminal that they're allowed. But my dedicated lead going into this was Teddi Ursa, so I don't even really think about it. I'm not even like worried about it. I'm just going into it because I had a dedicated lead, and I'm gonna stick to my guns here. That's kind of having a dedicated lead is always like really good in the leads. If you feel confident in a lead, just yeah. So he sends out Esper like right away, and because my Toxic Orb is not activated, I will actually not outspeed this guy. So I'm gonna protect right away. There's no reason not to protect to get my speed control. And after that, they don't really have a great facade switching. Like facade looks pretty dang free versus this team, but they made the switch. I'm not too surprised that they switched out, but like I wanted to play safe, no point risking one of my win cons. And then we see See the Intimidate. I actually wasn't expecting Intimidate here. I was expecting the other ability, what was it, like Rocket or some shit. Low Cup is so weird, so like I don't know everything about these mons. I'm gonna go right into my my dedicated check to this thing, which was Squirtle. I don't even feel like I have to predict or anything like that. Squirtle just felt very safe. And they Flamethrower. I was very surprised to see they were special. I was very shocked by that actually. But we're gonna flip turn here. We're gonna get some momentum and maybe get some going here. So they go hard Diglett, and I was dumbfounded by that actually. I was like, bro, they went hard Diglett. This play made no sense. He later revealed to me that that was like a misplay. That he played it wrong, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so here I go into Sandile. I'm intimidated because there was another mon on their team that I was worried about that I wanted to be intimidate for. That didn't actually show up. So I actually crunch here because I don't want to lock into EQ and then Yanma or Terraflying Trico become an issue for me. If either of those come in, I'm like cooked on the spot. And I don't want to be cooked on the spot. That's just no bueno. So Growlithe comes back in. I can't remember. I always forget the name of this Pokemon. It's very strange. I'm gonna make the safe play and go into Squirtle, I believe here. Why would I not go into Squirtle? Squirtle is just my dedicated switch into this thing, so I'm always gonna try and go into Squirtle if I can versus this thing. Then he makes a Shiesty double. He knows I'm going Squirtle, so I think he goes into Trico. And and this ain't good. That's not a good position for me. I don't know what to switch in versus this thing. So I believe I end up going hard Teddi because I'm expecting like some sort of setup move. I think that's what I do. It's been a while since I've actually watched this game back. But I think I ended up going Teddi because I'm like, they set up. I don't think they're gonna go for a flying raw acrobatics here. Like that would be a pretty wild play to make. Like right now, I feel like either like a setup move or something's coming. I don't think they'll go for like a flying move. If they go for a flying move, then they hard red me. But that's a hard play for them to make, I think. So they Leaf Storm. I live it pretty comfortably, not great, but I live it comfortably. So then they're Unburdened Proc, and I'm like, and I know I just gotta do the switcheroo thing. I just gotta do the switcheroo thing. I gotta make sure this thing's slow as dirt. Just speed control is really important in Little Cup 2. I'm surprised I live that acrobatics. He is mid though, so like it doesn't make sense. I do Memento here. I'm happy just to like let my Connie go down here. I could make this thing like I could nerf this thing pretty well. He uses acrobatics, you know, not too surprising, but you know, he's gonna miss his target. I think I make a bit of a misplay here. I probably should have went into Teddi Ursa here. But I go big on. But he has some really good prep here, and I click, I think I click Dragon Dance here. Yeah, I click Dragon Dance here. But, like, I think this was a bad play because they still have, like, the Growlithe, so I should have just attacked, I think. And you see they go into the Growlithe. So I kind of wasted my Memento there, which was bad on my end. It was really not a great play by me at all. So now I'm forced to switch. See, this is another really bad play. I know they're going to Will-O-Wisp, and I go Sandile. I think Squirtle was always the correct play there. Like, I was like almost positive they were gonna Will-O-Wisp, and I still went Sandile. It was just, I think I was getting a little flustered and I wasn't playing. I was getting a little flustered and things weren't going how I wanted them to, and necessarily. So I was playing a little poorly at this angle. I would say. I'd definitely say I was playing a little poorly. As here, I think I even clicked EQ, and I think they just go hard Yanma on me, bro. Like, Aaron is just like outplaying the fuck out of me right now. So I think I'm forced to sack something here. I think, maybe. Okay, so I think I end up sacking Squirtle, which kind of is a bit rough to beach. But I didn't want this. I'm not sure if this thing gets set up. It might get set up. I don't know the Little Cup too well, so this thing was something I was pretty worried about. We see it's. I think we see it's like Life Orb Bug Buzz. I don't think there's anything I could really do to stop this thing, so I just take my chip with Aqua Jet. It does jack shit. So it's looking a little rough here, not gonna lie. It's looking very rough. His team is very, like, his team is insane. His team is very insane. But I do have the Focus Ash limit, so, like, he can't necessarily, like, just win with this. If he has Hypnosis, maybe. I want Rock Slump versus this team, but, like, I really cannot afford to risk him staying in. So he sees on Focus Sash, and then I'm able to get rid of this thing with a strong Power Gem. So outside of their Terra, ground move is pretty decent now, but my fucking guy's burned. I forget what he goes into here. I think it might be the Dene. Yeah, he goes into the Dene. A Fairy move is relatively free for them here. So I am just gonna sack my my Burn Dag, because I think if I could get like T-Spikes up with this guy still, and like get a right prediction, it could actually go a long way in this game. And Sandile Burned I don't think is really gonna do too much. Dazzling Blame fucking strong. Dene should not be allowed, but you know, it is what it is. So now I decide I have to go. I feel like I absolutely have to go Teddiursa here. And I'm gonna click Earthquake here, because because I don't think they really switch into it, and they're gonna want to get the Intimidate, I think. It barely hangs on. I learned after this game that the fucking the guy doesn't actually get E-Speed. I thought he should have had E-Speed this entire time, but apparently he doesn't get it, I don't think, in the World Cup, so that was nice to learn. So now his Intimidate guy is gone. And now he doesn't really have a switch into Facade, I don't think. Yeah, so now he doesn't have a switch into Facade. So Teddiursa I think Teddiursa has a shot here. But Trico comes in. I know you're Iron Ball, but I am -1, so I think at this point it's my best play to sack my Glimmet and hope you go for Acrobatics or something. I think sacking Glimmet is probably my best play. Breaking Swipe comes off. I would say right here, I probably should have went Teddi since I just saw breaking swipe, but I decided to go Bagon instead. Might have been a little bit of a blunder on my end, but I think it's okay. Not great, but it's okay. So we're gonna Dragon Dance. They're gonna put my attack back down, and they're gonna get a pretty nasty crit on me. I think I could have lived like 2 more if I don't get crit there. Yeah, Dragon Claw. I would have been at a much better amount of health if I didn't get crit there, so it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We're just gonna Dragon Claw again. No, I don't know what. I think Esper might come in here. And they do get the poison spikes, like T-spikes here were actually very clutch. At this point, I'm thinking if this thing is, I'm thinking this thing might be Scarf. That's what I'm thinking at this point. And we're gonna find out right now. So it is Scarf. They actually can't lock into a Psychic move because I am Terra Dark Teddiursa. So I think it's just Teddiursa versus the world at this point. But Teddiursa, you know, Goat Bear, it might be my goat. At this point, I actually do think I lost. I think I'm like 100% losing in this scenario. Because I think the Dene could live in Earthquake. Like, I feel actually pretty confident that Dene could live in Earthquake. Because the Dene actually has some respectable bulk. That crit does not matter, by the way. It was not EV Light, so it always died to that facade. But I'm under the assumption that Dene is probably has a decent amount of bulk. So I feel like I'm just gonna lose here, 1-0, which is I didn't play the greatest, so it's like whatever, right? I'm looking at Earthquake calc. I'm like it's close. The calc is close depending on their investment, so I do protect to get 1 layer of poison damage. Because like Little Kip is all about like damage rolls almost. So if I could change the roll to be like from like I don't know actually their investment because they deleted their team afterwards, but like I change the roll from it being like a 50% chance for me to kill to like a 75% chance or something like that, then I'm gonna make that optimal play. And we actually do kill. Aaron did say he had some defense. I don't actually know the investment, but that looked like such a damage roll because the Dene has respectable bulk. So we win that 1-0. We win that by the skin of our teeth, bro. We win that by the skin of our teeth. So that was a fun one, and I'll see y'all for week 4, where hopefully the rest of the teams in Little Cup, hopefully we don't have to do any other post-com teams. I know in week 1 I said I was only going to do one for week 1 because I forgot my mic, but this time I was actually sick when I was recording this, so it's unfortunate. But week 4 doesn't have it, and then by the time I'm doing this post-com, I haven't played week 5 or any of the other ones, but those will be in a separate video. So yeah, but yeah, that was week 3. So I'll see you for week 4. Hello, that's week 4 of the SDA Little Cup division. What are they? They're Terragrass Salandit. Salandit. Terragrass. Sandy. I knew Sandy Gas would show up. That fucking. What is this thing called? Like Limbo or whatever, something like that? Voltorb, Hisui, Riolu, Trapinch. Okay, so no web mode, which is really great. So now I don't have to lead Teddiursa, which was my deck could lead if I saw webs. And no Shelter either, wow. It's a very different team than I expected, that's for sure. Did they bring a grounded? Oh, they did. I kind of just still am fine with Teddi or Silly though. Maybe I'm playing a bit too aggressive with it, but like I think it's fine. I'm really nervous for this. I don't know why. Professor. Toward. Level 5. 252. Do I have to be this guy? After a protect, I do. I'm just gonna click protect. There's no reason not to. Unless this thing is choice scarf. I don't think you're choice scarf. I'm gonna read into that you're not choice scarf. Crunch might have been a fine play, but I don't want to I don't want to read into things too like early, because I don't want to lose a lot of damage on my guy. If they go Sandy Guess, I could always pivot out. I don't think they switched out then, right? If they're choice scarf, they're choice scarf. And I've been got. But then I know they're choice scarf at least. But like, you're faster than everything. Why would you be choice scarf? Yeah, okay. Cool. Fast lead? You just live that? You just live? What the? What in the max defense? Eviolite? Okay, that was a bad play on my end then. What kind of... This thing gotta be like max defense. I'm gonna crunch. That was a bad trade by me though. Okay, they tried to get fancy with it. Its speed tier is really good versus me still, so I gotta... Okay. Alright, that's not great for me. That was one of my best speed tiers. I don't know what Sandy Guess does though. Yeah, I don't know what this thing does. I think I should go Ghastly and pressure. You didn't bring the normal type, right? Like, so. Fallon did just became like such a big threat for me too, I think, because of that. Ugh. That's not great. Okay, Ghastly gets a kill. What died in? Okay, okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I don't know what this thing does. Sucker Punch, maybe. I think I'd go into Squirrel probably, and then pivot from there probably. That was an interesting play. I wonder what that roll was. Like, I really gotta know what that roll was later. Life Orb. I think we always just flip turn here, right? Damn, that did a lot. Tinted lens ain't no joke, bro. Really? Oh, that's torn boosted actually. That's gonna do a lot. Riolu. I think I could just go Ghastly again to VH. Does Nimble take a dash? No, nothing switches in here. Like nothing switches in here. And keeping the Aqua Jet in the back with my Squirtle is pretty valuable, I think, too. Losing Teddi so early like that was so rough for me. Bullet Punch. I live that, right? Yeah. I need to keep this thing around, though, because of the set land bit, man. Yeah, I need to keep this around, I think. So land it's such a threat for me. Okay, Nimble. I think I go you. Ghastly's too good to ever risk. And Squirtle's Aqua Jet is pretty valuable, I think. And I want to try and force the Skyline in if I can. I mean, I'm not faster than this thing. There's no way, right? Wait, actually I am. Let's get Stealth Taka. Oh, yes. Yes, we got two, I think, right? I don't know what that two actually. I'll go back later. Reflect. Faint. If I would have power gemmed, you would have died, but that's okay, honestly. I got some utility out of this. And with a reflect up, I think my oh, do I just kill this thing? Oh, I do, okay. Limbo down is pretty great for me. That's okay. The damage on you is great. So land it. I want to just look at Terra Grass here. Versus Limit. I think Power Gem is always the right play, honestly. Yeah, I don't care if you Sludge Wave. I really don't. That probably could kill, actually. Yeah, I think I'm forced into Ghastly probably here. But I feel like after the rocks damage, Shadow Ball should like kill you most times. I don't know if that thing could be Eviolite. I feel like Shadow Ball into Jet will always kill you though. And if you switch out, then you should always die to this kill? To this kill? Perfect. Whew. That thing was scary. That thing was scary, bro. I was like, if that didn't kill, I might have been in trouble. I have Torrent boosted Aqua Jet in the back. See Bender come out here. What do they have left? We do Cottonee every time here. Because you can't trap a ghost type, so like... Oh, my Reflect is gone. But I feel like that's okay. You can't switch out unless you want your Voltop to die. I think this is game. I think I got this. Oh, I mean, that's okay. Trap pinch. Ooh, let me ditch another kill because of those rocks. Versus my Cottonee is pretty defensive, so I don't think you have anything that can kill me. I really don't. I think Giga Drain just leans here. Now you get a lot of health back from Giga Drain, so yeah. GG's. We go up to 4-0, I believe. Yeah, we're killing it. Next week will be interesting because we're facing one of our good friends, Boyd, and as of now, he's 3-0. I don't know if he's gonna be 4-0 because he hasn't played his game yet. But as of like when I'm battling, he's 3-0. So that's gonna be an interesting game and a really fun game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually battling him in 2 different leagues in the same week, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah, that was week 4. Yeah, thanks for the battle. Good game to my opponent.